Okay, I'm sharing my screen now. And okay, uh, okay. Let us do one thing. Let us explore how to create a email campaign for a bulk audience through the platform which is Mailchimp. Mailchimp is available for free of cost, and Mailchimp through Mailchimp we can able to send up to 10,000 emails per month and up to 22,000 contacts that we can able to add through this Mailchimp free account. Okay, so let me to show you how to create a Mailchimp email campaign. And once we had learned how to create an email campaign, then we will practically create an email campaign through this Mailchimp. Okay, so we will try to integrate. We will create a new account and we will integrate email account which you already possess. Suppose if you do not have any company email ID with you, we will use the Gmail account or Yahoo account, where you can able to where you might have some email ID for the official purpose, and we will connect those emails and we will send an email campaign to a few of the members, like 1 2 3 members of different platforms. And from by there we will end the practical session today. And let me to start now. So right now I'm going to show you how to create a new email campaign through the Mailchimp. Okay, all right. So for that, in order to create a new email campaign, what I have to do is I have to go to the I can create in the campaign section. Otherwise, I can create it with the help of create option. So right now I'm going to click this create option, and then I'm going to choose the first option, which is email. So design and send an automated or regular email to your contact. So that's what it says. So design in the sense, the Mailchimp will be having a default email templates which are available, and among those emails we can choose whichever is whichever the one we prefer the best, and from there we can make the modifications and we can send that particular email to anyone, whoever we are interested towards. Okay, so right now I had chosen the email option. So in this email, I have three options. One is regular email, automated email, and then plain text. So I had chosen the regular email. So in this regular email, I'm going to give a campaign name. So this campaign name can be anything. So the which we are going to use it for our own reference purpose. So right now I'm going to use the campaign name as test, and let me to click the begin. Okay, so right now, I'm in the creation of email campaign for the audience that I prefer to do for. So this two option is the place where I will be choosing who are the audience that I'm going to send this email to. Okay, so one thing is I can able to choose the audience who are there already in this particular platform, whom I had already added as a contact, or who had came to the platform as a contact with the help of a sign up form or through the landing page. Okay, or otherwise I have the option to create a new audience segment where I can able to copy and paste the email addresses that I have separately. Else, I can able to upload those details specifically using the Excel sheet. So Excel sheet I can able to upload directly to the audience segment which I had already created. So those actions we will be doing it in the audience option. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to separately paste some of the email IDs separately, which I have in my system, and I'm going to send an email campaign only for those audience. Okay, so let us explore how to do that. So in this two option, please click edit recipient option, and after this you will be able to see what are the audience that are available. So right now I have only one audience. So in this audience, I have multiple segments and multiple tags options were available. I can choose any of the segment which I had already created. Suppose if I want to create a new segment, or suppose if I want to create a segment for the audience that I'm going to copy and paste right now, I have to choose the option which is group or new segment option. Okay, the second option, which is group or new segment option. So after clicking this group or new segment option, I have to give this save option. I'm sorry, before giving the save option, I will be having the option to create a new segment. So these are some of the algorithms through which I can able to filter from the audience segment which I already have, or otherwise the other option is I can able to see an option called paste emails. So after choosing this paste emails, this is a place where I can paste whatever the emails that I have in my system, and after that I can save this particular audience segment. So right now I'm going to type a few of the email IDs, and I think because it is a test email, let me to send the emails to both of you as well as to few of the people, whichever that comes to my mind. So please just say your email ID so that I can able to type it here now. To start with, I'm going to type my email ID. Okay. So now please provide your email ID so that this test mail will be reaching you.
Yeah, my email ID is Samir,
Okay.
SAMER, Sikand, SIKAND, D for Delhi,
Okay.
@gmail.com.
Okay. Done. Nasreen, your email ID. Nazreen. Nazreen, I think your mic is still muted. Uh, okay. Anyway, so let me to type some other email ID which I do have apart from these two email IDs, which has been mentioned here. Okay. So these are the three emails that I had given here. Okay. And after that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add these emails to the email segment. So I have to choose this option, which is build a segment. Okay. So these three email address which I had typed here will be added to a new segment, and I'm going to send the campaign only to those three email addresses which I had pasted here. Okay. So I'm going to give the save option now. So here we can able to see who are the recipients that we are going to send. So right now it is three recipients, the email IDs which we had pasted here. Okay. So now in the from segment, the default from us, the email ID which I had already, attached with the Mailchimp. Right now I'm going to change this particular from address. I'm going to change the name to paste, and I'm going to change the email ID to paste, right? And digital marketing consultant online. Okay, because I already had connected the digital marketing consultant online to this Mailchimp, I can able to use any of the slug which I can able to attach with this digital marketing consultant, and I can able to send the email. Okay, so I had type the email ID as test at digital marketing consultant online. Then I'm going to give the save option. Okay, so right now this is the subject segment. So in this subject, so one thing which we have to keep in mind, that while writing the subject, we have to write in such a way that it is not showing like a promotional email. Okay, something like, for an example, thank you for sign up. Thank you for sign up. So this is not a promotional email. So if we are going to write some subjects similar like these formats, Google will not filter and place these kind of advertisements into the promotion segment. Rather, it will directly drop these emails in the inbox, and along with that, there is an important tag which will be added. If we use a proper subject for the mails that we are going to create. Okay. Otherwise, for an example, we can create something similar as well, we are going to run some promotions, and uh, what to say, we can create something like this. Thank you for your interest in purchasing mangoes.
So,
Okay.
what are the keywords which we should not use, like buy a gold set, yeah,
Yes, so it is
try the
something
new
like,
version, something of these we should avoid?
yes, it is something like 20% discount, hurry up, and this offer exists expires this soon, or 3 plus 1, something like 3 plus 1 offer is going on. uh, Something which looks exactly easily we can able to the copyrights which we write it for the promotions, like how you had told, buy Gulf
Otherwise,
products from us and etc. We can write that, of course, but those things will go to the promotion segment.
so
So
it goes into spam otherwise.
it is not spam. When it goes to promotions, it is not spam. But
Okay.
still, it will be in the. It is not a spam, but the audience will be. We will be having a lesser opportunity for those emails to be noticed by the people. Hope
Okay.
if you use the Gmail account, you can able to notice there are three columns. One is inbox, second one is social, and the third one is promotions. Suppose if some emails comes from Facebook or some social media platforms, those things will be delivered in the social segment. And suppose if there is any promotions, those things will be delivered in the promotion segment. And suppose if some of the emails delivered in whichever is important, those things will be coming in the inbox. Hope you remember, right? When we are going to use the Gmail account, that is how this classification has been. All these, apart from these three, there's a separate column called spam. So the spam is the something which is completely different, which nobody will be noticing. And similarly, for this inbox and social and promotions, many of the people will neglect if the particular email drops in the promotion column.
Yeah, I've never opened a promotional mail in my life as it.
Okay,
So
okay.
you're right.
Of course, that is true. So, that is why our objective is to make that particular email to be dropped in inbox. So, in order to make that particular email to be dropped in inbox, the best thing is, if we use a proper subject line in such a way that, for an example, we can mention as hi, and, we are missing you, for an example. We are missing you for a while. Suppose if we are continuously sending the emails to a certain audience, and after 3 or 4 times we had sent the email, if they are not responding, we can use this kind of text: "Hi, we are missing you for a while," and this will be looking somewhat personal, so that it will be delivered directly into the inbox. Okay, so this is one of the options. And of course we can use anything, so apart from this, like if we want to mention the product in the subject line, so what we can do for an example is, uh, it should not be looking like a promotional email. That's what the objective is. So we can add something like, uh,
For example, like when you play golf,
mhm.
the first shot
Okay,
is called a tee off.
okay,
Tee, and then T double E and off mean tee off. It's like hitting the ball.
okay.
So what if you write tee off with a new golf set?
That's
So
true, that's
that
true.
makes it attractive to a guy who's playing golf.
Okay, okay, that is true, that is true.
Something of that sort. Just a suggestion.
That is true. That is true. T off. Am I right? I think I'm writing the right word, right? TEEOFF. Is that
Yeah,
right?
that's correct. Correct, correct.
Okay.
Tee
T
off
off
with a new golf set
with new golf set.
this summer.
Okay, let us have a try. So let us check it out where it delivers right now.
Okay.
I think I have to change this from address from test to some other name, so that the filtration might not happen. Let us have a check. And this preview text is one thing which is important. For an example, when some email has been received in our Gmail or any email account, so we will be getting a notification in our mobile phone, right? So while we are getting the notification, we will be seeing the subject line, and we will be seeing a text which is related to the email which has been delivered. So that text is nothing but this preview text. Okay, so if we write a proper subject, and if we write a proper preview text, then we will be having a higher opportunity for the audience, for whom the message has been delivered, that they will be immediately acting on the email. So our open rate will be increased if we properly write this preview text. Okay, so preview text we can consider it's a second important thing which will be considered for the spamming, or considered for putting those emails into social or promotions. So we might not require to worry much high on this preview text. We can write almost anything. So here we can write something like, we have Gulf uh, products available on offer for a shorter time. Okay, I'm just trying to find out whichever is closely related to the subject that we had written. And after writing the subject and preview text, I'm going for the save option now. Done. So let me to edit the from option right now. Let the name to be the same. Okay, I'm going to use the email address which is info. Okay, so after writing the subject, I'm in the important part. So this is the part where we will be creating an email template. Okay, so Mailchimp offers few of the email templates at free of cost, and the rest of the things we have to upgrade to purchase the premium email templates. So these are the layouts which are available for free of cost. So whatever the templates which are available here and basic, those things are free. And among these feature and basic, there will be few email templates which we have to upgrade. Then only we can able to use it. Like here, this template, and these templates we have to purchase, and so that means only these two email templates are available for free of cost, so which we can use it for editing purpose. And similarly we have other templates as well. So the rest of the templates are available for a paid subscription. So one is this one, and these two are available for a free of cost. So right
So when you
now,
say
yes,
purchase, uh, what happens? Like we is that in dollars or in rupees? Like
it
it's
will
in
be
a
in dollars, and it's an upgradation. That is, we have to go for a plan where we can able to send monthly this much of
so
email
it's not
IDs.
not needed. I mean, even these two can
Yes, yes,
like
of
the
course, of
purpose
course.
of
These two are enough, and these two templates also we can edit it. So there is no big problem currently. But on going in on a longer perspective, we might require to go for this upgrade. Otherwise, even if we have a preference that we can create these email templates separately with a designer, or maybe we can create it with HTML and CSS, something like it is something like creating a website only. So if we create it outside, those templates can also be added to these templates which we're going to create for the email addresses. In those cases we require a premium account. So right now it is not required. Okay, so let me to choose the basic option now. Okay, so all right. So I would suggest, the usual top layer which has mentioned as view this email in your browser, just not to edit this particular part. The reason is when an email has been started, let the email to start with a text, and if it is possible with a link. Let the email to start with the text, because while when we are going to start an email with the image, there is a high probability that this particular email might delivered in the spam. So in order to avoid that, let this particular top layer to be filled up with some text. Okay, so that's why view this email in your browser is a generic term, and it's a default option which is available by Mailchimp. So let me not to touch that particular header part, and let me come to the second one, which is logo part. So let me to add a logo here. So what I have to do for editing this particular layer is just to click this layer, and I'll be having the options whichever is related to the image on the right hand side panel. So here I can able to choose whatever the logo that I prefer to be uploaded from the system. Let me to upload a logo from my system. Okay, or else I think I can able to choose some of the logo which I had already uploaded. Okay, for the current process, let me to add this one. Done. So I had added a logo, and I can able to change the logo size by changing this size bar. And then apart from this content part, I'll be having style and settings option. So in this style option, I can check out additional options, like it will be deferred based on the block which we had taken. So right now it is in the image block. So here I will be having the option to put a border for the particular image, or otherwise, if I want a rounded corner, I can change the rounded corner. I can change the color of this border. So these are the basic settings which are available for a the image part, image header that we have right now. Done. Okay, so done. So let me to change this color. Done. This looks fine. All right. So I had made some changes for the image which I had already, which I had uploaded through this upload option. And right now I'm going to give the save and continue option. After that, this is in this particular column. In order to edit, I have to double click this one. Otherwise, I can click this edit block option, which will open the same. So this is something like a Word document, whatever the basic essential Word editing options, those will be available in a Word document. So those basic modules will be available here as well. Like if I want to change the content and if I want to make some of the text with the bold option. And so if I want to change some of the text with italic, or if I want to make some of the text uh, to provide a link, like here I'm going to give the link for this word your. So I have to click this link called link bar, which is available here. So I have to click this link bar, and in this link I can able to provide the link to a website, or I can able to provide a link to an email address, or anchor text. I'm not sure. I think what could be this, select an anchor text to be used. You have no anchor text in your email. Okay, I think something we have to create it anyway. Okay, suppose if you want to upload a file, I think we can give the link for that file, and that file will be directly downloaded. For that, we have to upload those file into the Content Studio. We can use this upload option to upload any file into the Content Studio. Then after, we can choose that particular file, so that whenever this link represents to a file, that particular file will be downloaded. Okay, so right now I'm going to give a link. I'm going to give a link to a website address. Let me to use some of the website address which I had already used. Let me to connect this to a payment link, and then I'm going to give the insert option. So this becomes a hyperlink. That's simple. And if I want to remove this hyperlink, I just require to select that particular words, and I have to click this unlink. So if I click this unlink, the particular link will be removed.
Sorry, I just wanted to ask you,
Okay.
why are we linking this? Like, I mean, it's like a text, right?
Okay.
This is
Yes.
a text. So why do you want to link it to a email or something?
I mean, suppose this will be delivered in an email. Suppose if you want to make a person to purchase, like we had shown the advertisements, like these are the products that are available with us, and there is a quick offer of 20% is available. And in order to make a purchase, they have to come to a place, right? They have to come to our website, or they have to come and land it to a particular page, a purchase page, for an example. For those purpose, we have to provide them a button, otherwise something like this hyperlinks, so that while they click this particular link, they will be coming and landing there.
Okay, I got it. Fine.
Okay, then okay. So we do not require to hyperlink any small text. I'm just showing what are the options. We can give a hyperlink for some of the text which are important. Something like after this word we can provide the data, like visit store website, or purchase. Then we can put a uh, click here word, and in this click here word, I can give a hyperlink. This hyperlink I can redirect to anything, something like like right now I'm going to redirect to leads entry, and I had given this insert option. So when someone reads this text, visit our store website for purchase. If they have an idea to purchase, they will click this link and they will be landed to the website where we are redirecting them. So this is one of the option. This is one of the option through which we can redirect the audience from this particular email to a website that we have separately. At the same time, one more thing is we can track these links which are available in the particular email campaign, so that we can identify how many people had opened the email and how many people had clicked the link which is available in the email. Suppose if someone clicks the link which is available in the email, we can able to assure that these are the people who have really read the things which has been mentioned in the email, and that means they are the people who are really interested in the product that we are doing right now. Okay, so that means we can get a quality metric, so which we can use it for the understanding of conversion process. Okay, done. So these are the options that are available here, and similarly the rest of the things you can explore. And the one important thing is, in this particular word document itself, we can able to add a image. Suppose if I want to add a image, what I have to do is I have to click this content studio option. And when I click this content studio option, I can able to see all the images whichever I had already uploaded. I can choose any of the image whichever is relevant, or otherwise I can use the upload option to upload a particular image. So I have some editing options here. If I want to correct some width and height, I can able to change the width and height. Right now, let me to give the width as 350 and height as 350. I'm using this show image style option to edit where this particular image has to be, and do I require to add some image borders and etc. So right now I'm going to choose this align option. I'm going to align this particular image in center of the email template that I'm designing right now, and I'm going for the save and insert option. Done. And it is supposed to be in the center. I don't know what is the reason, but still we will be having the center option which is available here. Okay, so let me to check out. By selecting the same image and going for the content studio option, it will provide us the option to edit the same image. And also one more thing is, I can provide the link for this particular image, so whenever someone clicks it, it will take them to the website or landing page that we had created. I have the right option, and the center option, it is not available. Okay, we shall look into this. We will find a way, how to make this particular image to be center aligned. I had already did this, but still, right now it
Yeah,
has
so
some.
the basic idea we got. The
Uh,
This is how the image can be put.
yes, that is right. So basically, we got to know how to put this image, and
If there are about, let's say, 300-400 email addresses or maybe more than that, then how
uh
do you link them to the mail?
I mean, through the we had pasted the emails, right? Right now, I had just
Okay,
typed
the
it.
one the way you did it, right?
Yes, we just required to copy all
But
those emails, and we just required to paste it there. That's all.
suppose they're in an Excel sheet, so all
Mhm.
you have to do is connect it, upload it or something.
Yes, we can upload those email IDs to our audience segment, and from there we can mark them while we are going to create a email campaign. Let me to show
Because
you how to do
when
that
you were,
now.
when you were doing the demo, you were keying in the emails, no?
Yes,
So
right
that's why
now that is true. That is true. Right now, I had chosen the option just to paste those email, or otherwise, just to type those emails, so that we can complete that campaign. And if you want to add a bulk amount of email IDs, and if you want to upload those things to the campaign, what we have to do is we have to explore the audience segment. Okay, so I'm going to view this. Who are the contacts that I had already added. Okay, so here I have the option which is called Add Contacts. I have to choose this, and then I have to use the option which is I think I can use the Import Contacts option. Done. So here I have the option to add the contacts through the CSV file, something like Excel file. Hope you know what is the difference between .csv and XLS. It is, both are almost same. .csv is nothing but an Excel file. We just require to choose this option, and after that we have to go for the continue option, through which we can add a large amount of email ID to our audience segment. Otherwise we can use the option copy and paste from a file, through which we just require to copy and we just require to paste it. Okay, so these are available right now. Let me to show you how to upload a .csv file through the upload option. Done. So it asked me it is asking me to upload a file right now. So what I have to do is I have to browse. Here I can able to see this lookalike audience is one CSV file which is available. So I just require to click this and I have to give the open option. But right now I do not wish to add this particular file to the campaign because it will add my total contacts, and which it might be difficult for me to manage. But this is how we will be using it. We just require to select the file and we have to give the open. Okay, all right.
But can we have multiple images in a mail? Like, let's say there are three products you want to
Mhm.
market, or maybe let's say
Okay,
there
understood.
are five T-shirts you want to, five different colors you want to put it in the mail.
Mhm.
Can you have five pictures or just one picture will do?
No, no, I mean, we can add five pictures. That is not a problem. Usually, it is good to have some three images, and usually, it is good to have a email to be as short as possible. Because if the email is so lengthy, then the audience will find a lesser time to read the complete things. So usually, the email, the people who used to create, they will limit themselves to a width of 600 pixels, and they will limit their height up to a 450 pixels. So let me to write the details to you as well. 50 pixel. So this is the usual size that while the people are creating some email templates, they will make it as short as possible. Like you can consider some of the emails which you might receive from your banks, or something which you might receive from some popular companies. They will unless it is a blog or a content writing, they will be limiting it to a shorter size. So within the first fold, they can able to view the complete information in the email, so that the audience will not be losing anything. Okay. All right. So yes, for your question, of course, we can add multiple images in the same email. That is not a problem. We just require to use the same upload content option, and which is we require to select some of the image, and from where we can add multiple images to the same email. Done. Right. Okay. So okay. Apart from this, I think the rest of the things were fine. So let me to save this particular editing that whatever that we had did. Done. So right now I'm going to add a button. So this will be helpful for you. And there are a lot of other options as well here. We can able to explore whatever that is required. Suppose for an example, here I want to add, otherwise here I want to add additional column where I can able to type something. What I have to do is I have to select this text option, and I have to drag this and I have to drop this here. By holding the particular text option, I have to drop it here so that I can edit this text whatever is available here, and it is something like a word editor. Whatever that I want to write it here, I can able to write it. And suppose if I use some boxed text, it will create a boxed colored text box for me. Like right now, I'm going to choose the boxed text option. So I'll be having a default color in the particular box. So I can edit the color of the box with the help of style option. So here I can give the background color and border color, and the line and height and etc etc. There are a lot of options whichever is available. You can explore those things, and those things and the content whatever that I want to put inside this box text. It is something similar to how I'm going to configure the the text which we had did for the previous column. Okay, and apart from this, there's a column called divider. Divider is just a single line which will be helpful for us to have a separation between the previous column and the second column. So what we have to do is we have to click this one and we have to drag and drop it here. That's all. I had got a line here. Okay, I had got a divider. Done. Then what are the other options I have? I can drag and drop if it is only an image. That block will hold only an image, and that block will not hold anything else. Okay, something like how we had created for the logo. Logo is completely an image, and there is nothing nowhere. There is an option to edit an image, and that is what the image option will provide us. And there is an image group option. This image group option will help us to add multiple images, and it will be neatly aligned in the email template. And we will be having some options to add how many images that we want to add in a group and etc, and those things will be available with this image group option. You can explore all these things. And apart from this, we have an image card. Image card is a thing which will help us to upload an image, and along with the image we can write some of the text associated with that particular image. So that is available. And this image plus text, I think the image plus text is the one thing which I'm speaking about. So it will add the image, along with it will help us to write some of the text which are associated with the image. And let me to check out this image card. Both the things provides us the same opportunity, but they might be different in some particular part. Let us explore what is that. Okay, so right now I have the option to add an image here, and here I can provide the caption. Okay, so let me to check out what this image plus text can able to offer me. I think both are almost the same. This is something like the plain text along with the image, and this is something like the bordered text along with the text. So there is a difference, and we can use any of the option for writing a text along with the image. Done. And apart from this, I have the share option use through which I can able to share it in other platforms like Facebook and etc. And this is a social follow is something like social icons which I have to provide the links to the Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. And this button is the one thing through which I can create a button in this particular email template, and I can I can provide a link to this button. So whenever someone clicks this button, it will take them to the landing page or a website that we prefer to make the people to be redirected. So right now I had dragged the button and dropped here. Okay, so there is a default button name which is buy now. So I can edit this button text, and I can provide a link to this button. The website address can be something which I had already created. Let me to give the google.com at this point. And that's all. So whenever someone clicks this button, it will be they will be taken to the google.com. And I had given the link of google.com to this button, so that whenever someone clicks, it will take them to the google.com. Okay, then what we have is the footer is a separate column through which, while we had added we will be having the option to edit the footers. Done. So footer will have a default elements, whatever that will be available for the footer. Those things will be there. These are not so highly required for us at this point. Okay, so what is this code part? So code is as a place where if we have some custom HTML and CSS, sorry, CSS will not be applicable in this. I'm sorry, HTML and CSS will be applicable, but Bootstrap will not be applicable. Anyway, so this particular column is used for creating some custom coding. Suppose if we have some unique design and text that we had already created for a website, what we otherwise externally we had created for an email campaign, what we have to do is we have to copy those text and we have to paste it here. So once we paste it here, automatically those elements will be available here. And the same thing is available for anything that we are going to edit here as well. Suppose if you want to explore what is the coding that has been used for creating this such a text and images, we can check those codings with the help of uh, the icon which is labeled as source. We have to click the source, and here we can see whatever the coding that has been used in order to create such a email in a coding format, which has been automatically generated from the coding which we had from the editing, from the word editing, that whatever that we had did. So right now what I have to do is I just require to copy all those coding part. I had copied all those coding part, and then in this custom coding option, what I'm going to do is I'm going to completely select all and I'm going to paste it here. So once I pasted into this coding part, the same kind of image structure has been reflected here. The reason is the coding represents the same thing what we had designed in the Word document, in the Word similar document. Okay, so whatever that I had previously created in the Word document, Word kind of Word editor, the same thing will be converted to a code, and those codes, I can use it for the purpose of editing option, or if I want to add some customized code, so those options will be available using this code option.
So can you explain this coding part again, please?
Sure, Samir. So what I'm trying to say is, suppose for an example, we had asked some other external designer to design a email design. Okay, so he will be creating a design, and that design we want to copy it from there, and we want to merge it with the email template that we had created. Suppose for an example, let me to show you some example. US 8. Okay, I think I can able to say something. Okay, so let me to open some website part right now. Done. So let us assume that the email template designer had created such a email template for us. Okay. So what we have to do is he can provide us the same editing part in the coding, something like in the coding format. Okay, so what I have to do is, this complete website will not be supported for the email that we're going to create. But usually when someone creates a template only for an email, that coding we can able to use it for the email template, so that it will exactly reflect whatever that he had created. Suppose for an example, what I'm trying to say is, this is something like creating a email template by custom options. Right now what we are using is just drag and drop option, for through which we are getting the solution that we are looking for. But the same solution with high customizations are possible with the help of creating a email template, or something like with the help of creating an email page with the HTML and the CSS editor. like how we create a website. For creating a website, we use HTML and CSS, and we completely create a website. Similarly, a email template we can able to completely create it with the help of HTML and CSS. So those
So it's
data.
not necessary to use. Sorry, it's not necessary to use this code in case if we
Uh,
don't have an out.
that is, this is not highly necessary. This is not highly
Okay.
necessary to be used here, but coding will help us if suppose some of the options where whatever that is available here, if that option is not available there, we can able to use the coding part. Suppose we had created a form and that form option is not available here, so that form, we can able to using the coding part, we can able to paste it. But for creating that particular coding, we can't able to do that. We require a designer support. A designer has to create the coding for that. Okay. All right. So right now, so this can be also another example. Right now, I'm going to add a video in this particular email template. So for that, what I have to do is I just require to click this video and I have to drag and drop it here. Okay. So right now, this particular Mailchimp will give the support for YouTube, and it will give the support for Vimeo. These are the two, commonly well-known video uploading platform which is available. So what we have to do is we just require to copy and paste the URL, that YouTube video that we are looking to be merged with the email campaign. Okay. So let me to click something. So right now, this is a YouTube link that I had.
Hey, Siddharth Rajshekar here, and before you skip this video, go.
Okay, so I'm going to paste it here. So once I pasted, the same video will be available. Same video will be ready and available here. Okay, so this is how I can able to add a YouTube video to the email that I'm going to send. And after that, if I want to write some captions, I can able to write it here. Done, and then save and continue option. Done. So this is good enough for us at this point. The rest of the things are not so highly important. So for an example, this promo code is just a promo code option, that if somebody has, we can mention a promo code specifically for the email that we are going to send it for them. For an example, if I add this promo code, I can provide some text specifically for the people who are going to view this advertisement, and that will just help them to identify that there is a person, there is some promo code. Okay, I think I had to struggle with this promo code editing option right now. Okay, okay. I think we can see this promo code option might be a little later. The editing option is not currently easily available for me to make this editing option. We will explore this, one more time whenever we feel that this is highly important for us. And I think this is good enough information for us to create an email template at this point. So let us leave this promo code right now. And apart from this, we had created an email template. What is the email template that we are going to test right now? So we can consider that the email template is almost somewhat, we had got this email template whichever that we had kept in our mind. So once it is ready, what is the next step that I have to do is, the next step that I have to do, I have to go for this continue option. After choosing this continue option, done. I think I'm having an error. To send your email, remove or replace the placeholder text. It's time to design your email. When you are ready to change the look of your email, take a look. I don't know what is the error that it is showing. To send your email, remove or replace the placeholder text. Or remove, place the placeholder text. Start to design your email. Okay, something it shows some error. It's not so critical for us. We are just going to send some test email right now. So that's all. We are almost done right now. So whatever the things that are necessary for creating an email, those things we had provided. Those things we had configured rightly using this Mailchimp platform. And right now, these are some of the options which are available for directly sharing the email in the Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. And similarly, we can able to we can generate a custom campaign link which we can directly share it with anyone. Give me a minute. Okay, sorry. So, the email template, whatever that we had created, we can directly share it with Facebook or Instagram. But this might not be highly recommended right now because we have to integrate the Facebook and Instagram along with this Facebook Mailchimp, and then only we can able to do that. Okay. So right now we do not require these things. We are going to send an email right now. Done. Okay. So I think I have to correct this error. Without that, I can't able to send this email. Okay, so in this email, I do not know where is the error. So let me to make it as short as possible. Then I think this is good enough. So I have some error. So what is that error? To send your email, remove or replace the placeholder text. It's time to design. Okay, it asked me to remove the template which we had, which has been already created by Mailchimp. Okay, so right now I'm going to delete this particular part and I'm going to say for otherwise I can write it as products on shopping cart. So I had given some text here. Okay. After that, let me to remove this as well. Otherwise, it might say some error. I can just leave this visit store option. The rest of the things I can delete. I think this is good enough for us to have a test mail right now. Done. So we do not have any error right now for the content part. So once it is done, we had configured the to option and we had configured the from option, and we had provided a subject and we had provided a preview text. Then we had created a custom email template design with the free email templates that are available with the Mailchimp. Okay, so right now I'm going to proceed for the send option now. So there are two options. One is send, that will send the email campaign immediately, and the other option is schedule option. Through this schedule option, we can configure the same email ID. I mean, we can configure the same email. Might like after half an hour or next day or day after the next day, that we can configure using this schedule option. So right now I'm going to send this email directly now and immediately. Okay, so it says that this particular email is going to reach 3 subscribers right now, and I'm going to give the send now option. Okay, all right. I think it is saying it's done and it's out there. All right, so that test is on its way to 3 subscribers. Okay, so we had sent this email to all the 3 members whom we had chosen in the edit option. I mean, chosen in the two option, and the same email template will be available to us in this particular link. And this link we can use it for sharing it with anyone. Suppose if we want to have a reference internally, or suppose if we want to send this particular design through WhatsApp or through some social media network, for the ones whom we wish to show this particular advertisement, that we can able to do with this link. So what we have to do is we just require to copy this link and keep it with us. So this link will have the same template, whatever that we had created using this Mailchimp. Okay, so once it is completed, it will be looking like the products and details whichever we had created, those details will be available through this link. So this link will be helpful for us to share some of the emails with our with our team, or with the social media platforms, and wherever we want to we want to reach out the people. And similarly, using these past issues, we can also see what are the emails that has been previously created, and all the links which are associated with the previous emails, those things were also will be available through this previous issues option. And it's openly available for anyone. Done. All right, that's all for now. So please have a check whether you had received this particular email in your inbox, and let us confirm so where this particular email has been delivered. And from there, let us try to wind up the current today's class, because I think we do not have enough time to have a practice now, right? Is that right? So hopefully we will have a practical session tomorrow on creating a email template using the Mailchimp account by adding your email, by adding your domain. Can you all please just check the email whether it has been received properly to your mailbox? Let me to check it in my mailbox as well.
No, not as yet.
Okay, let me to check my email box. Uh, the email is yet to be reached for me as well. Okay, I think the right now the email whatever that we had created, it has been delivered in the promotions. Please check out your promotions. I think it might be delivered there, because I had received in the promotions option. So let me to show you now. Okay, so here you can able to see in the Gmail account I have this primary, social, and the promotions, and in the promotions I had received this particular email, the tee off with new Gulf set. So that means I had to make some changes in the title.
Yes, I got it.
Yes, so it
Yeah,
might
it's
be
in
there as well.
promotion.
So I think we have to change the title. We have to change the subject line by trying some other versions. We can make this particular mail to be delivered in our inbox. We have to try out with some other subject line.
Okay, we'll try it in the daytime tomorrow and let you know in
Sure,
the
sure, sure.
evening.
Of course. Okay, all right. So this is what the email, whatever that we had created, will be delivered in our email box.
It gives a clear basic concept of it. No
Mhm.
problem.
All right, that's great. That's
So
great.
that's okay.
Of course. We just require to change the title, and it will automatically deliver to the inbox. We just require to make some. What to say? We have to make some experiment in creating the title in such a way that the Google should not filter it and put it into the promotions. So, and also whatever the images that we are going to use it inside, and whatever the text that we are going to use it inside, everything will be used by Google to identify whether it is a promotion, or whether it is something related to the the one we are looking for. It will have its own algorithm. We have to find in such a way that it can deliver exactly in the inbox. Okay, we shall do that. We shall find some solutions for making that to happen.
Okay.
All right. Okay then. Thank you very much. Thank you, Samir, and thank you, Nazreen. So let us have a practical session by tomorrow. Is that fine?
Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow if that's okay with you.
All right. All right. That's great. Fine, Samir. Fine, Nazreen. Thank you very much, and we will meet by tomorrow
Thank you.
by 9:30. All right. Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.